The NFL Today on CBS is presented by Ram Trucks, Motor Trend's Truck of the Year for the third year in a row.
Welcome back to the NFL Today, and now Amazon takes you out to the sights and sounds of the game between the Chargers and the Chiefs. Let's get you out to Kansas City with our announcers, Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, and Tracy Wolfson.
Welcome, everyone. It's a beautiful day here in Kansas City. It's going to be warm, it's going to be in the 80s, and it's going to be gusty, and there's going to be a whole lot of intensity as these AFC West rivals are about to collide. Chargers and Chiefs coming up. And again, welcome back here to the booth. Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, and Tracy Wolfson. So listen, friends, we've got the makings of what could be exciting to watch for a long time to come. A rivalry between two hotshot quarterbacks. We know about Mahomes, and here's on the other side a guy that's ready to take him on twice a year for a long time.
And we were going through it. We're going to show you today, but this is rare. I think we got two of the more elite quarterbacks in the NFL. And like you said, everyone knows Mahomes, but I think Herbert, he's going to make 2 or 3 wow plays today, and you're going to be like, well, that was kind of Mahomes-esque. And for those of you who haven't seen him, you're in for a special treat today. This is going to be a matchup we're going to love for a long time.
A long time. Can't wait to see it unfold here week 3. Meanwhile, speaking of Mahomes, these teams are smarting, both of them, after tough losses last week. Mahomes put up big numbers again. He agonized over one pass he'd like to have back. But what about Patrick, what you've seen?
I just think he's Patrick Mahomes. I think he's on the Mount Rushmore, right? And I think last week he did his job. Yeah, he wants one pass back. I mean, we're nitpicking. This guy's never lost in September. He threw his first interception, and he still took him down to go win the game. And the ball bounced funny, and they lost the game. So it's like, oh, the sky's falling. They're fine as long as they win today. You lose today, uh-oh, this gets weird.
That's life in the NFL, isn't it?
It would be
really
weird almost.
It really would be. Meanwhile, the defense, maybe there's some area of concern here. Really more than maybe. But
yeah.
They've played now 2 rush-heavy teams in Cleveland and Baltimore. Don't expect to see a lot of runs coming at them today from the Chargers. But what are you expecting out of them?
Well, like you said, it's concerning the first 2 weeks. They have not imposed their will on the defensive line and at linebackers to kind of slow the run down, and that's going to affect them late this year. But as long as you got Chris Jones and Tyrann Mathieu, you always got a chance to be pretty good. They just need to rectify, fit those gaps a little better, and they got to play with some really just that extra stuff you'd have to do to stop the run. But really, today's about the pass. The Chargers are going to throw the football.
Speaking of the Chargers throwing the football, we saw Justin Herbert last week. Again, that was a tough loss, too, to the Cowboys on the last play of the game, a long field goal. But you watched Justin for 4 quarters. What did you come away with?
Well, you're always impressed with them. I thought the turnovers, though, hurt them, right? There was 2 turnovers, and they could have won that game. They were costly. But like I told you, this kid he makes the game look easy. Mahomes does it, too. They have big arms. They can throw anywhere on the field. But at the end of the day, they play with poise, under duress, and you trust them. But it's a new system. It'll take them a little bit, but I think that you're seeing the evolution of a great rivalry.
Here's something you say we should watch very closely today. The tackle position, both sides for the Chargers.
Yes, it's huge. You saw their left tackle, he's dominant. I think they solved that right the first 2 games you're watching. No one wants to go against 70 Slater. After the first drive or 2, you always move to the other side as a defensive end because you got a better chance. And you saw that last week. Storm Norton gave up way too much pressure, and the ball had to get out too quickly.
Well, as always, it's raucous here in Kansas City as the Chargers come to town as week 3 is about to get underway. Chargers and Chiefs coming up on CBS. We'll see you in a moment for kickoff. West matchup coming up. Brandon Staley and the Chargers visit Kansas City, and Andy Reid today seeks his 100th win as a head coach for the Chiefs. Kickoff coming up on CBS.
CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
A sea of red in Kansas City. Let's go down to Tracy.
Jim, it came down to pregame warm-ups, but the Chargers will have their star defensive end, Joey Bosa, today dealing with that left foot ankle injury. Did not practice all week. Brandon Staley telling me he doesn't know how much they're going to get out of him. They will not have, though, Justin Jones and Chris Harris Jr. As for the Chiefs, they are without two defensive starters today. No Frank Clark. He's dealing with a hamstring, and cornerback Various Ward out with a quad injury. And keep an eye on this wind today. It has been swirling all during pregame. Could be a factor.
It's so much a factor that Juan Thornhill is going to hold the football on the kickoff tee for Harrison Butker. 85. Yes, you see the winds gusting, they say, to 30. Still down now. We'll go to the locker rooms. Chiefs will receive the second half kickoff, and the Chargers lead it 14-3.
A little bit of a shocker. And by the way, we were coming into this game. We know both these quarterbacks, Mahomes, all world. Herbert kind of having a game that can shock a lot of people. In other words, he could actually make this the game that shows everyone, we got ourselves a real rivalry for the next decade, 15 years. And right now, he played a great first half, didn't he?
Herbert, 83% in that first half. 15 of 18, 131, and 2 touchdowns. Halftime is next after these first half highlights from Verizon and a word from your local station.
Oh, sister of mine, I got you this. The new iPhone 13 Pro? It's on Verizon 5G. I can't believe you got me this. Yes, Verizon is giving one to everyone when they trade in their older damaged phone.
Oh, so like every sister can get this?
Yeah.
Every aluminum signing is $1.
Why not? Every doula. They would have to. Every customer, new and old, can get iPhone 13 Pro on us. Because everyone deserves better. Everyone, horse trainers, manicurists, you get the new iPhone. We're alone.
I know.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
Yes, AFC West showdown first half decidedly in favor of the Chargers. Statement first half it was going to be a statement win for them. What a performance by the Chargers defense. Of all the things you talked about coming in, Herbert, who has performed, this defense of the Chargers has been something else.
Oh my gosh, I mean, they've executed the plan perfectly. On top of it, they've got the ball out, and this game really is about turnovers, and they preach it every day on the defensive side of the ball. You can win the game literally just by winning the turnover battle week in, week out, and they're doing that today. Now, this is a different unit, right? We've seen Patrick Mahomes, you're not going to keep them down for a full game, but they've given them an opportunity to possess the ball now on offense and go finish drives with touchdowns, and then you almost can't catch up, right? This is an offense who could do that, so we're going to see. I mean, this drive, this is a big one right here.
Yeah, but the Chiefs getting the football here to start the second half. Their only points coming on a Butker field goal in the last half minute of the first half. There are the numbers, the 3 turnovers on 3 consecutive possessions for the Chiefs. They were able, speaking of Los Angeles, to put a lot of pressure, chase after Mahomes and his dropbacks. They only sacked him once, but many other times where pressure was applied, it affected the play.
100%, and that's the idea, is you just got to make them drive the length of the field. No explosive plays, and they've done a good job of boxing in Tyreek Hill, double teaming him, Kelsey making life difficult. Someone else is going to have to step up, and then when they do get the one-on-one chances, they got to hit them.
Hill had, to amplify your point, 2 catches for 15 yards in that first half.
Baltimore did an exceptional job last week, and very similar thing here.
Touchback to get it underway, and let's go down to Tracy.
Jim, Brandon Staley told me they did 3 things that they set out to do. Defensively, they contained the run. They also kept a roof on it. They limited the big plays. And then offensively, they finished drives. But his biggest message to his team in the locker room is we need to handle the momentum swings. He knows that this Chiefs team is going to strike back. He compared them to the Golden State Warriors. He said we need to be ready to handle it.
Yeah, they've been compared that way before. Mahomes, buying time for things to open up. Now heaves it. Will it reach the end zone? The ball falls incomplete. And the Chargers have taken the victory in Kansas City, 30-24.
Shocking outcome. No one thought Kansas City would start this year 1-2.
No.
And they have not been playing poorly, but the Chargers won this game.
And so did that coach.
And so did Brandon Staley with the guts.
What a call. What a call by Brandon Staley. Here's the throw into all that wind. It was about 3 yards short of the goal line.
Everyone getting tackled.
I mean, look at this.
They don't even call these.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
the reality is you almost can't, but
it's the first time at Kansas City that Andy Reid has ever had his team under 500. They're 1-2. He's denied his 100th victory. 33 first downs for the Chiefs, 437 yards.
How many turnovers?
But 4 turnovers. Dean Spanos, congratulations. You have built a foundation here of some great young talent. Your coach, your quarterback, your coach who said he was trying to create a foundation of knowledge to let his team play freely. And the NFL has its next great quarterback rivalry. It just officially, right here today, burst into the NFL.
Herbert, 26 for 38, 281, 4 touchdowns, and more importantly, the drive with everything on the line. Did it in week 1. He did it again here today. Wow, we got ourselves a couple of really talented quarterbacks in this division.
Get ready, pal. We're going to see a lot of the Chargers and Chiefs in the years to come. What a game. Coming up next, State Farm postgame show. Tony, Tracy, and Gene. Jim Nance saying so long from KC. Back to the studio in New York right after this.